Hey, it's Brad Montgomery from bradmontgomery.com with another idea or tip about working with your motivational keynote speaker. The main idea here is treat your speaker well so that they can deliver their very best when it counts. So what do I mean? Your speaker is human. They have the same stresses and the same problems as everyone else attending your convention or meeting. The difference between your speaker and everyone else, though, is that you are counting on, you are banking on your speaker being at their absolute pinnacle, peak performance best for that time slot that you've booked them for, right? You want them to be at their absolute best. So my question to you is, what can you do to make sure your speaker is at their physical and mental best at that time slot, at the at 10 a.m. or whatever you got? So here's some ideas for you. One of them is to make sure their travel's easier. Don't skimp on some of the little stuff. It's not crucial, but it makes a difference. Little things like not worrying about the, car services, for example, are great. Taxis are great. Asking your speaker to take the super shuttle is not worth it. Why? Because it just gives your speaker a little bit of extra energy. Putting your speaker in a little bit nicer room. Making sure your speaker is well fed. These are tiny little things that when you add them together, put your speaker at ease and at their physical best and put them in a great mood. And it kind of sounds like a prima donna thing, doesn't it? Put them in a great mood. Well, we're not prima donnas. I'd like to think I'm not a prima donna, but I'm like everybody else, and I perform at my best when I'm well rested and I'm happy, and I haven't gone through a whole bunch of, lousy travel. So if you can help with little small things like that, it's an easy way to get the most from your speaker. Just treat them really well. Let me give you another example of something you might want to do. That dinner that you invite us to is often terrific. So, for example, if I get in to the convention venue the night before a morning event, I like having dinner with you and the board. I like having dinner at the big awards thing. I'm very glad to be invited, and I often go because often it gives me some good jokes I can use at the next morning's keynote. But sometimes, if we're exhausted, the best answer we could possibly give you is, no, I'm tired and I don't want to go to the dinner. And maybe a quiet night in the room with room service and a trip to the health club in the hotel would be a better way for me to be at my physical best, rather than going out and eating heavy food or what. You know what I mean? Why is that important? Because you want your very best. So no, your speakers are not princes and princesses, but at the same time, we all, of course, enjoy being treated well. But in this case, I think it's worth your investment, that tiny little marginal increase investment, to make sure your speaker gets everything they need to be at their very best for that very focused amount of time where you want them to rock your audience. All right, it's Brad Montgomery, funnymotivationalspeakers.com and bradmontgomery.com. I would love to be your speaker. I'd love to be at my very best for your audience to get you guys where you need to be. I hope you'll give us a call and tell us how we can help you get there. Have a great day.